Hey guys, Down Phoenix here, and I'm playing Metro 2033. This is an excellent game, very atmospheric. If only this game sold, THQ might still be with us, and they might have published a new game. But rest in peace. Hope this game franchise does well for the new owner, Deep Silver. And I'm really glad to see that 4A Games put out yet another great game despite their financial conditions. Showing the big developers that it can still be done without a huge budget. So anyways, I'm not here to talk about that though. I'm here to talk about Nintendo and their whole putting copyright on YouTube videos. Now, as far as if it affects me at all, it actually does not. I didn't realize this, but I don't have a single Nintendo-owned game on my YouTube channel. With one exception, me and Wolf King Cod did a riff on Brohan 900 doing a Super Mario World hack let's play. That's the only Nintendo related thing I got on here. I mean, I did a unboxing for Xenoblade Chronicles, but I don't know if that would really fall into this whole thing, because apparently this is all about going against Let's Play videos. Nintendo's not really targeting other people that use Nintendo video content, people that do game reviews or things like that, for example. And, apparently it's only targeting people with a certain length, which that's usually going to go towards Let's Play videos, because Let's Play videos are usually nothing but the game. So if someone does like a game review, for instance, it might only show short little clips here and there. Nintendo probably isn't going to bother with trying to file copyright on that, because, the person that's doing that can suitably argue that, okay, yes, I might be using your content, and yes, it may be for commercial purposes, but it is fully covered under free speech. It's Let's Plays, it's kind of a gray area, because, yes, it is a commentary that someone is offering over it. But at the same time, they're showing the entirety of the game. It'd be like if you were to justify, oh, this pirate website's so great, they're offering free advertising for Iron Man 3 because they offer the video for Iron Man 3 in Chinese language or something like that with English subtitles. They're offering the whole entire movie of that, and they're making money off that. And obviously the movie companies should be ecstatic that they're offering this free advertisement for this movie. That'd be like arguing that point, when we know that if you watch a movie on a pirate website, you're not paying money to the, movie companies, obviously. So they're out that money. Yes, you might end up going up to watch that movie or buy that DVD or whatever. That is completely a valid point. But, how much incentive do you have to do that if you've already watched that movie for free? It's kind of like the same thing with games in a way, with doing a Let's Play of those. Now, I know I've done a couple of Let's Plays in the past. I haven't done any Nintendo ones. I don't have any that have a copyright claim against them, fortunately. But, this does kind of tie into, part of the reason why I'm not really doing the whole Let's Play thing anymore. Anyways, I want to read a little more about this article. Actually, I think it was originally published on Gamefront. Nintendo is reportedly issuing Content ID match claims on Let's Play videos featuring their game franchises, according to prolific YouTuber Zach Scott, who is currently playing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Scott noted that Nintendo made Content ID matches against a number of his videos, thus preventing him from monetizing those videos on YouTube. In a Facebook post, he wrote an open letter to Nintendo, stating, "I just want to express my feelings on the matter of Nintendo claiming not just my YouTube videos, but from several LPers as well. I'm a Nintendo fan. I waited in the cold overnight to get a Wii. I'm a 3DS ambassador. I got a Wii U at midnight when I already had one in the mail. I've been a Nintendo fan since the NES, and I've owned all their systems. Even the Virtual Boy?" But seriously, with that said, I think filing claims against LPers is backwards. Video games aren't like movies or TV. Each playthrough is a unique audiovisual experience. When I see a film that someone else is also watching, I don't need to see it again. When I see a game that someone else is playing, I want to play that game for myself. Sure, there may be some people who watch games rather than play them, but are those people even gamers? My viewers watch my gameplay videos for 3 main reasons. 1, to hear my commentary or review. 2, to learn about the game and how to play certain parts. 3, to see how I handle and react to certain parts of the game. Since I started my gaming channel, I've played a lot of games. I love Nintendo, so I've included their games in my lineup. But until their claims are straightened out, I won't be playing their games. I won't because it jeopardizes my channel's copyright standing and the livelihood of all LPers. Okay, now that's not exactly true, because copyright or content ID matches they don't actually negatively affect your channel as far as like it's not going to get you suspended or anything like that. It's different from a copyright strike, which used to be kind of the main thing companies would do, is put a copyright strike instead of just trying to, I guess, allow the video to stay and just monetize off of it. They would just take it down completely. Some companies still do this on YouTube. But fortunately, a lot of companies have been moving on to these content ID match model, which, it doesn't really give you a negative impact on your channel, per se. Now, if you get a lot of these happen and you're a partner, I mean, that can put risk of your partnership. But at the same time, it doesn't risk you losing the channel. So it's not quite as severe. Basically, all a content ID match does is it allows them to put ads on that video, and they will monetize with that video, not you. Now, you may be wondering, well, it is my channel. I did upload the content. I did, produce the commentary. I should be getting the money. And you do have a point to some degree, because, commentary is covered under free speech and fair play. It definitely is covered under that. And if you, of course, look around, you might see movie commentaries from people that have nothing to do with the movie companies. People like riff tracks that are able to monetize their content by riffing over a movie company's video. So, those are definitely very valid points. However, it's a little bit different when you're doing a Let's Play versus, say, a game review or something like that. With a game review, I mean, it's only going to be a few minutes usually. I mean, some people go crazy and will make a 30 freaking minute plus, game review. Yeah, okay, I'm included in that group. I guess I had a 22-minute review. Okay, but anyways, it's a little bit different with that, because with a Let's Play, if the person does it, they can play potentially through the entire game. It really gives you less incentive to play certain games. I mean, yes, someone Let's Play a game like Skyrim, for instance, Zach Scott would definitely have a very valid point that it could be a unique experience to everybody. But can you argue that about someone doing a Let's Play for, say, Metro Last Light? Probably not so much. I mean, that game doesn't really have quite the scope of choice that you're going to get in a game like Skyrim. It's definitely a lot more linear than a game like Skyrim is. But, yeah, I mean, that's what I really think about it. I mean, I really don't have a problem with Nintendo doing this. I mean, partly because I'm not really affected by this, and it's not really because I had anything against Nintendo that I'm not going to put Nintendo videos. Actually, part of the reason I never put up Nintendo videos is because so many people do. They're such a popular company. Their games are so popular. I like to generally cover games that are not quite so popular, because, it just seems like I would get more recognition. That way I would be able to more easily separate myself from the crowd if I was, a little more selective in the games I put up, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to put up YouTube's 150 millionth Zelda Let's Play, or, something like that, I rather would, do something like that to help me kind of spin off from the crowd is what to say. Now, is that going to prevent me from putting out Nintendo content? Probably not. I might be a little more careful over Nintendo content that I might use, because, if I can monetize over it, I will, attempt to do so. If I can't, and I really want to put it up, I'm not going to let this whole thing stop me. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm Zach Scott, I'm not going to play your video games, I'm not going to buy your video games anymore, I'm going to take my videos down, of your games until you get rid of this stupid role. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, because Nintendo, in the end, it is their property. You are basically taking their property, and you're just providing your commentary, even though you had nothing to do with the game at all. You had no hand in the creation or fruition of that game. So I really don't feel any remorse for someone like you. If this really does impact you enough that you might have to do something besides YouTube for your income, well, that is up to you to decide that. Maybe you can do some Let's Plays of Sega games, Just make sure not to touch Shining Force 3, because you might get your account cut because of that. But, just search, Sega Shining Force 3 YouTube, you'll see what I mean. There's people that actually got their accounts suspended because of putting a video up of a 15-year-old Sega Saturn game. So, when you compare Nintendo to Sega in that regards, Nintendo, not so bad, and especially when you factor in that apparently, from what I understand, it's only happening on newer Nintendo games, such as Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Wii, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, New Super Mario Bros. U. It's not really happening to all the Nintendo games. It's not like if you put up a Let's Play of Super Mario Bros. 3 that it's automatically going to be copyrighted. It may potentially one day happen, but you don't have too much to worry about. And if you really are interested in monetizing, just play non-Nintendo games, I guess, from now on, if you really feel that strongly about it. So that's all I really got to say on this, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you don't like this, let me know why in the comments. So with that, guys, Down Phoenix out.